Hello, welcome. This is Pastor Dan. I wanted to welcome you to another edition of my daily Bible reading where I read from the daily office book where there's a psalm, Old Testament, New Testament epistle, and a gospel passage. I got my coffee here, so let us start. Today's passage that I wanted to talk on was from the second letter of Paul to the church in Corinth. It's chapter 2. It's going to be in chapter 3 rather. It's in verses 6 and 7, or rather 5 and 6. In it says, "Not that we are competent of ourselves to claim anything as coming from us. Our competency is from God, who has made us competent to be ministers of a new covenant, not in a written code, but in the Spirit. For the written code kills, but the Spirit gives life." This seems like what Paul is saying is that we get rid of the law. And to some degree, that's true. We don't really get rid of the law. Jesus Christ says he came to fulfill the law. But the reality of it is that the law does not have a bearing upon those who are born again, those who are born anew in the kingdom of God. The rule of law now exists on this is how we're called to live, not do this or die, or do this and break the commandment where you break that covenant with God. No, we don't have that covenant with God. Jesus has that covenant with God, and he did it fully, perfectly. He did every single bit of the law as a human being, fully God, fully man. Well, for us, then, that freedom that we find in Jesus Christ is not to do whatever you want. It's not a matter that there's no law. But what it means is that if you break the law, if you sin, if you do that which God does not want you to do, you're not breaking his covenant with him anymore. Jesus Christ has taken that punishment of breaking that covenant. And now your covenant is with Jesus Christ. You talk to him about that sin that you broke. You talk to him about that new life that you are called to have, but yet are going back to that old life, going back to that old lifestyle. That's the balance that we have in law and grace, is that the law it isn't gone. It will exist and remain for eternity. But its effect upon you and me is now different because of Jesus Christ. That our new law is to follow him with our whole heart, mind, body, and soul. Love him, follow him, seek him, understand him. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are staying safe and you're staying healthy. Blessings to you, and I hope to see you soon.